Hi, I'm Shaka Hislop, and you're here at Extra Time TV.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And, after that Copa America, as you said, they got the monkey off their back. And just to go back to your point about Messi, so we could talk about that, do you think, that finally, for the rest of the world, I think you and I was already determined. We love Messi anyway. But as an Argentinian fan, do you think this finally kind of ends that ridiculous debate that, he doesn't perform for Argentina and, the whole I hate this debate. I think it's stupid. But do you think it finally separates him from Cristiano Ronaldo?
I think that separation already existed quite a while.
Yep,
it's just that some people are living in denial and being deluded by how they see Messi, which I can't find fault of them because they're the unfortunate ones, in my opinion. I mean, when somebody tries to trivialize with me, with bringing arguments about other players and all that, comparing to Messi, I just tend to ignore it because I would not want to waste my energy in any of that discussion. Because to me, the fact that what he accomplished in that Copa America, settles the whole argument. So if these people would want to continue, with this debate and all that, you can continue in your own comfort zone and go along with it. Because I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm here celebrating because my guy won a World Cup.
Yes.
Why would I care what your guy has done? I couldn't even care whether he is going to make another $3 billion move to some exotic part of the world, and whatever that matters. How many followers he's going to have on his Instagram or how many. I don't care at all about that because my guy is a world champion.
Yep. I
saw my guy lifting the World Cup. Why would I even want to be bothered about your guy?
Correct.
So to me, that discussion is over. It was over a long time ago. It's pretty much over now. I can see a lot of these pundits, these experts and all that are licking their own wounds. They're rubbing salt and licking it at the same time. I love watching that. I love it. And frankly speaking, if there was an argument, if there was a debate, it was either who is better, Messi or Maradona. That was it. That was the whole. That shouldn't be in the discussion.
Correct.
Nothing more, nothing less than that. But now, if you ask me, well, I'll tell you what. Let's be diplomatic. There are two GOATs in football. They are both from Argentina, period.
Yes. I love it. I love this side of you, Sivan. It's kind of like Messi. Sivan, John, listen, one of the things, and I try to, when I used to actually participate in these arguments, and I don't, where Messi was already a GOAT for me before he won any of those titles. I think he was just that brilliant. That's how amazing he was. And one thing I absolutely hated about the cynical nature of these trolls and, critics of Messi, and people are entitled to their opinions, even though it's wrong. The fact that getting to those finals was trivialized. And the reason why I say that, he got to those three finals, 2014, 2015, 2016. He got to that Copa America final. I think, was it 2008? I always mix up the years.
2007.
2007.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to do that. And if anybody who's an Argentinian fan and look at those games, in all those journeys towards those finals, Messi was very, very instrumental. And even in the other tournaments where he was not, like in 2006 World Cup, he was new. He still came on and gave in his cameos, he did really well. But those particular tournaments, that silly thing that people do where they trivialize, just getting to a final is no big deal. And the reason why I say that, I use and I mean this in a respectful way, like English fans, I'm pretty sure when they get to finals and semifinals, they celebrate that as a success. Whereas with Argentina, and this is not from a condescending place, but getting to a final for us was not enough. But I hated how they trivialized Messi's performances where, he always choked. He always got to the final. He never performed for Argentina, and he was very, very influential. I mean, just go on YouTube and look at his contributions for 2014. And then they would always find these arguments to kind of diminish his performances. I remember that 2014, heading into that World Cup, he didn't have such a great World Cup in 2010, but even then, his non-goal scoring contributions were high. In 2014, it was like, Messi didn't score any goals in the last World Cup. He scored a whole bunch, I think maybe 4 in the group stage, 2 against Nigeria, and then 2 against 1 against Bosnia. Anyway, 4 goals, and then, assisted and so on and got them to the final. But they would just ignore these things, which I always found was such a cynical and, mindless way. And then we had all these critics. I can't remember the Portuguese guy's name who said Messi was a fraud and he can't perform for Argentina. It's all over YouTube, folks. I can't remember his name right now. And these people now, if you had valid arguments, I don't think the criticism or the sting would be hard towards them now. But it was very fanboyish and very baseless, and they attacked him. And it was just merciless at times and baseless. And now all these people have to kind of put their feet in their mouth, foot in mouth syndrome, as I call it, and have to sit back because Messi not only just won a World Cup, his contributions to the overall team from all aspects was amazing, from goal scoring to assists to his leadership. I love, and I always said this new Messi that we started to see right after the 2018 World Cup, where he started to become more vocal and he was having a go at people and saying what he had to say. He was calling out the inconsistencies and becoming what I think the Argentinian people really wanted in Messi. And he was at that age, he was no longer the silent, Boy Scout. He was a leader now, and I love that. And I think it really manifested the way he played. That pass against the Netherlands, that third goal against France that he scored. This is a guy who's 35 years old. And if we're comparing him to Ronaldo is a guy who prides himself on physical fitness. But Messi's ability to adapt his style of play to just be a player that plays not just as a sole goal scorer, but a creative force from the middle, scoring goals is just absolutely amazing. I don't think anybody in their right minds could reasonably say, hey, listen, he's still not the GOAT. And even if you don't see him as a GOAT, he's still an amazing, amazing player in the GOATs category if you want to have multiple GOATs. But you and I stand on that. But I think he deserves it. I think Argentina deserves it. I think that team deserves it. And I think I love how each obstacle, each time people said something, he would answer them on the pitch. And then every once in a while, he would do the whole, the Bobo statement. Yeah, Bobo. Give me that, Bobo. But I loved it. I think there's something on TikTok that I did just poking fun of it. But Sivan, I could go on for hours about this, but I love the way how Messi answered all his detractors by not just winning the World Cup, which he didn't need to do, but the way he did it. And I think that's what makes it even more special, because even you and I are Argentina fans. We will support Argentina the same way even after Messi leaves. That's how we are. And I think this is something that is truly special. And there's so much little things. And we'll talk about little aspects of the game and so on. But, I think once and for all, and, people, I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for this in the comment section, but I don't care. I stated what I have to say. And I think this irrefutably puts him in that status where he is, in my mind, the greatest of all time. And, you all could respectfully disagree. I know people talk about other players, but I think Messi has finally earned his right, not just on this World Cup, but the tournaments leading up to it and its overall performance. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Be sure to head over to our YouTube channel where you can see interviews in cricket, football. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also head over to EXTVmedia.com, our website, where we have blogs and interesting articles for you all to take a look at, which is a little bit different. So like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.